What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome to episode 12 of the Ultimate Rebuild series. Now, if you tuned into the last episode, you would find yourself knowing that the Miami Dolphins were pretty bad. So myself, taking over the mantra of Harry Sonka, will be taking over the Miami Dolphins for the next 3 seasons to try and make them great once again. We were 4-12, which I think puts us, I think we had a top 3 pick. It's number 2 pick, which is good. Plus, we've already done the Lions and the Colts in a rebuild. Looking at the roster as a whole, their stats from last season, they were pretty terrible, to be honest with you. But Tua Tagovailoa is going to be our quarterback of the future, 81 quick. Tannehill Air is gone. We got a whole bunch of salary locked in these QBs. They're not going to be on the roster. Dante Foreman from Deonta Foreman. I believe that's how you pronounce it, like Dante Hightower. Yeah, that's Dante Foreman. There we go. We'll sound it out. He's an 88 after 14 rushing touchdowns, trying to be Ricky Williams 2.0. Receiving at Devontae Parker, almost 900 yards, 5 TDs, almost 900 yards, 9 TDs from Stills, 1,006 from Philly Brown, which is kind of weird. Defensively, 144 tackles from Chase Allen, 135 from Devontae Cable. That's a nice linebacker to have. He's 90 overall. Good free agency to get before we got there. 7.5 sacks from Hankins, 6.5 from Nick Bosa. So we have one of the best defensive prospects in college right now. He's a 90 superstar, face of the team. That's beautiful. 3 picks here from a guy named Dante Washington, just some random guy that's 86 quick. So I mean, there are some playmakers on this team. Plus Minka Fitzpatrick. They were this record because they had Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback. So I feel like this is a good spot to be for a rebuild. So let's get into it. All right, in free agency, we're actually going in a little bit. Taywan Taylor was a monster anytime we've ever used him. So if he's an upgrade, he's going to be a good slot wide receiver. He's proven in this sim as a good slot wide receiver. And if I ever take over a game, he was the best player anytime I played the Titans. We got Derek Barnett. We need a new starting defensive end after we moved Jonathan Hankins, who for some reason was playing out of position as a 4-3 end. We moved him to D tackle. So I'd love to get Derek Barnett from the Philadelphia Eagles, and then we just go with some rookie depth. Seeing if we can land them, but nothing too drastic. But these guys are 2 solid starters for year 1 of the. All right, so here is what I deal with when I have to draft. Look, first of all, we nailed this, 81 overall superstar. But when you come in year 1, you guys understand, I literally have to just go off of kind of what I know to look for in players, just to show you that there's nothing too drastic. So yeah, I usually honestly just go lowest round available. So we got this left tackle in the 4th round, 34 reps. Probably pretty safe. 6'7", 233 ideal size. 74 normal, number 50 in total talent. Not the best of picks, but not too bad. We have 2 second rounders, which is nice. So we're gonna go right back after it. This guy looks ridiculous. That's one of the craziest guys I've ever seen. Look at 80 quick. People are like, oh my god, how do you find that's a can't miss prospect. So there you go. That's beautiful. Pair him back there with Mike Gesicki, 2 freak athletes at the tight end spot. There's another guy that's really scary looking that I'll show you a little bit later on. So we're in the 3rd round now. Let's see what this wide receiver. I'm intrigued by it. It's just, he's a good bench press, good 40 for 6'5", 230. He's terrible. All right. Well, usually in my drafts, there's one really, really bad pick, and it's because I'm guessing. I am guessing for a lot of these things, especially wide receivers are a risky position to guess on, because you really kind of want to see their traits. So we got here, right guard, 36 reps on the bench press. Sure, why not? 76 normal, number 42 in total talent. We're just going to beef up the offensive line in all reality. You want to get cheaper on the O-line. That was a strategy. What do we got here? 32 bench press, 34. What's this guy? 32, 34, 32. None of these are overly impressive. But I do want to add more competition at left guard, so we'll go with the higher combine grade. He's 74 quick. Beautiful. Number 62 in overall talent. Going to the 6th round, I'm going with 2 players projected to be undrafted. This could bite me in the ass. One of these guys looks, this guy, Ivory Hatchett. 317 pounds, so we're going to slide him to D tackle. Ran a 4.9 40. 35 reps on the bench press. We have Ephraim Peak at 305. Ran a 4.68 and 33 reps. I'm drafting both these guys to round out my draft. 72, we'll probably get a big boost when we convert them to where we want them to be. Same will go for the other guy. Both these dudes D tackles. Our D tackles aren't particularly young. Oh, he's already gone! What? Someone took him. That sucks. All right, we'll go with this guy. Here we go. Welcome to the squad, 73 normal. I want to find out what Ephraim Peaks went, just to see what his rating was. But that's how you do it. Nothing magical about it. So a quick look at our draft class. So we had an 81 overall outside linebacker. I transitioned him to defensive end where he shot up to an 85. So we made him the best defensive end that will be coming out in this draft class. And that is Micah Parsons from Penn State. 85 superstar. Pairing him with Nick Bosa is just absolutely terrifying. Then I also just modified our second round tight end here to make it Kamor Gable from the University of Florida. 80 overall quick. Nice little tandem there. Lots of quarterbacks. Lots of big name quarterbacks went in this draft. You got Cam Akers on the 49ers. Let's see here. How do I say that? Marco Wilson, 81. We got Anthony Cook, 82. J.D. Spielman, 81. Good God. Monroe St. Brown, 81. The Rams got Vincent, 81. But this is actually a really stacked draft class. I pretty much got every big name prospect. Once again, Trevor Lawrence somehow finds a way in the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was in it last season. But all in all, guys, great draft class for us. Got a beast defensive end. So let's get into year number 1 of the Dolphins Ultimate. So as we get ready for year number 1, I actually had a boo-boo in my roster creation, or just roster building. We don't have a legit slot wide receiver. Now we have Wade here, who was our return man with 33,000 XP. Or we could consider moving Gamble, who was just a freaking nature, 85 speed tight end. He's not even that, he just, he's as big as Devin Funchess or your Kelvin Benjamins. I don't know yet who I'm going to make my wide receiver 3, but we have a little bit of dilemma there. But ultimately, nothing else has changed. We signed Sony Michel, who's just free agency, so I was like, why not? Here with Foreman, who's an 88. Tua Tagovailoa is our starter, 81 quick. Hopefully he can get lots of development this year. Offensive line is decent, no one below a B grade. On the defensive side of things, you got Nick Bosa. This defensive front looks really good. Bosa and Parsons. Woof. Washington, 86 overall wide receiver. Fitzpatrick, Thompson. I mean, this is a solid team. There's still some holes. We weren't able to fill them all. Innuendo in there somewhere in the first year, but ultimately a lot of these key players are the right side of 30. Should be in for the long haul for this 3-year rebuild. So let's get into it. Go through the growing pains of year number. Okay, so we need to talk about contracts. 4 and 3. We're ahead of the Patriots. Okay, we already have the same amount of wins we had last year, so it's putting the right foot forward. Looking at contracts though, Minka Fitzpatrick, 25 years old, superstar dev, 88. Yep. Mike Gesicki. We do have depth at tight end, so if he gets a little picky, we might not have to re-sign him, even though I do. Washington's our best corner by a mile. Hankins, on the other hand, kind of expensive. I feel like maybe we could go a little bit cheaper down the road. And if there's no one there, we can just, take our opportunity at the open market and see if he wants to come back. But yeah, we'll try these 3 guys. But most importantly, Washington and Fitzpatrick in the second. All right. First year playoff, baby. 10-6. Hosting the Baltimore Ravens in the wild card. That's awesome. No crazy, we a lot of upgrades here in the offensive line, but no crazy XPs. Looking at it, winning the AFC East in our first year, it's a beautiful thing. Looking at our regular season stats, Tua Tagovailoa, franchise QB. I mean, just the Ryan Tannehill stench is slowly wearing out the Miami Dolphins. 3,800 yards, 32 touchdowns, 14 picks for the talented gunslinger from Alabama. Franchise QB much. We got 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns from Foreman, almost 707 from Sony Michel. So that is a great two-headed running back attack. Receiving, we got 69 catches. 658 and 3 from Stills, 759 and 8 from Gesicki, almost 805 from Devontae Parker, 987 and 13 from Kedron Wade, 75 quick. He was our 68 overall slot. Good God, that's not. I kind of still feel like that's not enough XP. Only 7,000 for 13 touchdowns. Whatever. Defensively, 154 tackles from Chase Allen, 134. A sack and a half, or 130, a sack and a half, and 6 picks from Devondre Campbell. Good God. 10.5 sacks from Nazir Jones from the deep tackle spot. 9 sacks from our rookie, Micah Parsons. 6.5 from Nick Bosa. Top of those 6 picks from Campbell. Fitzpatrick got 3 and a couple doubles. I'm liking this team. I'm getting a good vibe here from the Miami Dolphins. Khalil Tate won the MVP. No surprise. I think I made too much of an overpowered monster. In the AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Leonard Fournette. Any Dolphins? Nope. Defensive Player of the Year went to C.J. Mosley with Chase Allen at 3, Devondre Campbell at 4. He better have a lot of XP, I'll tell you that. Chase Allen, 79, that's not bad. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Jerry. Let's make sure all the guys I created here. Jerry Jeudy for the Doing the Patriots. Amon St. Brown's real. Jalen Rigor's real. Shorter, Black, Rogers, Trevor Lawrence, Kamor Gamble. All right, only one guy. One guy does not exist. Very happy. Micah Parsons. Hey, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Beautiful. Real player. Fake player. Fake player. Fake player. Fake player. Fake player. Real player. Fake player. Okay, didn't do so well on the defensive side, but all in all, still very happy, very excited with the performance. Great that it's just year one. I feel like this is going to be a very successful 3-year rebuild. But first up, we have the playoffs. Because it's year one, we'll just simmer our way through it, see how well we do. So up first, Baltimore. All right, in the wild card, we edged out the Baltimore Ravens 20-14. Okay, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for Tagovailoa, beating out Lamar Jackson. On the running the ball. From running the ball, 85 yards for Foreman. Big day from Kenny Seals, 10 catches, 87 yards. 3 touchdowns from the backup tight end, Kamor Gamble, the rookie. Guy's a goddamn legend. 12 tackles from Basket. We got no sacks. We got a pick from Curtis Ford. Who are these guys making plays? I don't care, as we are in the AFC Divisional. Oh shit, and in the divisional round, we beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 34-25. Okay, right on, and we got, look at that, we got outgained quite a bit. Our special teams came up big on the day. Bortles had an interception. Tagovailoa didn't have to sling it all over the field, but clean game, 2 touchdowns, no picks. We got 78 yards rushing from Foreman. Marcel had a touchdown. Kenny Stills had a nice game. On the defensive side, we got 14 tackles from Devondre Campbell and a half sack for Nick Bosa. And we get a pick here from Deontay Washington. Did we get something in special teams? Great field position there for special teams. And we had a Harris Vick with a 67-yard touchdown. Hey, we're a game away from the Super Bowl, baby. Who do we got? Who do we got in the next one? We got the Texans, all right? The Texans suck, bro. Deshaun Watson just wins the Heisman every year. I'm not worried about it. Oh, man. In the AFC Championship, we fell to the Houston Texans 28-17. 2 decent performances from both Deshaun Watson and Tua Tagovailoa. Did not have a running game where they had a running game. 2 touchdowns. Good day from Jay Ajayi. Karen Wade, 7 catches, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Where they got Hopkins, Goddard. They just pretty much got all the Eagles and Dallas Goddard and what do you call it? Dallas Goddard and Jay Ajayi. But hey, year one was not really expecting a whole lot. We had 4 wins. We turned that to 10 and a game away from the Super Bowl. Let's build on it for year number 2. So looking at free agency, we're going to spend a little bit. I'm going to look and try to bring in Stephon Gilmore, 31. You only have 2 years left in the rebuild, so 33. He shouldn't regress too bad. And looking at our second best corners at 78. Be a nice partnership form there. Cortland Sutton would be a nice little option here at wide receiver with Stills and Devontae Parker getting around that 30-year-old range. And then Taven Bryan at D-tackle to pair up with Nazir Jones would be a thing of beauty. So last year we didn't land any of our free agents, even though we're the top bid. Let's hope we get at least one of these guys as we look forward to having a very strong draft. All right, and for our final draft class, after we are able to sign all of the free agents that we wanted. We got Cortland Sutton. We got Taven Bryan. We also got another player that was really good, named Stephon Gilmore. So looking at our draft class, we actually didn't have anyone worthy of editing. This is obviously the final draft class of real prospects. A couple good players. First pick, 30, 76 normal. Second round, 77 quick. Very nice. 4th round, 77 quick linebacker. I did want to bring in another body there. But ultimately, not a whole lot of crazy picks off the top of my head. This one was pretty good. 84 overall corner. Derek Stingley from LSU for the Dallas Cowgirls. That paid me to do. DeGabriel Floyd, 82. This guy's, before I edited him, his name was Frank Underwood, which is like the character from House of Cards. The actor Kevin Spacey likes to touch kids. So I was debating leaving him as is, but I figured, let's keep it. Let's keep it PG here on the channel. Jadon Hazelwood went there. A couple Tanner McKee, couple quarterbacks, but obviously not a lot of you guys, unless you're real diehard in college football, will recognize a lot of these names. So we're just gonna go on the fact that we had a decent draft class, good free agency period, and we're trying to build here in year number 2. It's going to be tough to get back to the AFC Championship game, but I feel like... Alright, so as we get ready for year number 2, trying to get back to heights that were completely unrealistic from year 1. Not a whole lot of upgrades. Courtland Sutton, obviously, at wide receiver is a upgrade. I actually kind of want to keep Wade in here at the slot. I like what he's been bringing. Foreman's almost a 90. Tagovailoa only got a +2 from last season, which is not what I expected for a guy that had, good year, 30+ touchdowns. Offensive line is slowly getting better. Gesicki's an elite tight end now. Defensively, though, our front 4 is really good. Campbell had 6 picks last year. He's an 89. Our safeties are solid. Our secondary got big-time improvements, and Stephon Gilmore, 87 instantly. Now our corner 1. So I'm expecting at least us to make the playoffs, and we'll see if we can, maybe win the ship this. So at the midseason point, 4-3, which is where we were last time. That worked out pretty well. Looking at the contracts, we need to talk about Nick Bosa. Absolutely. What is that deal? A 92 superstar, and we're hitting him up with $26 million? Let me just see. There's no way that's right. I was just going to say, that would be the most ridiculous contract I've ever seen. Gilmore, we'll wait to the end of the year to talk about him. If he's performing well, we may extend him. If not, no harm, no foul. Center needs to come back. Parker needs to come back. Juwan James actually has been playing really well. I don't think he gave up like 1 sack last season. Even though he's 82. I think we're going to bring him back. Tunsil. Wade. A couple low-key signs. We're going to get a bunch of guys that are role players. And then Nick Bosa on what's going to be probably $30 million contract. The most absurd contract in Madden history. But let's finish out the back end. Oh, come on. How you get a honey pot man? Dak Prescott wins the MVP. What alternative universe are we in? We were last in the East. It was competitive, 8-8. But come on. You gotta honey dick us like that. 3,600 yards, 28 TDs, 14 picks. Not bad, not great. 1,300 yards, 10 TDs from Foreman. He's actually been an animal. 8 TDs from Marcel. Good little tandem there. Sutton, our free agency signing, 76, 577, and 3. We get 805 from Gesicki, 764 and 5 from Parker, 808 from Wade. Offense just wasn't really kicking it outside of the run game. Defensively, Chase Allen once again, lots of tackles. 117 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 picks from Campbell. He's been very good. 9 sacks from Micah Parsons, 6 from Nazir Jones. Man, Bosa needs to step it up for sure. 5 picks from Deontay Washington. 4 from Campbell, 3 from Jalen Thompson, 2 from Stephon Gilmore, who we were able to re-sign, as well as Nick Bosa. Look at the yearly awards. MVP went to Dak Prescott, which is gross. Grant Gunnell, who's a rookie, got second for the Patriots. Of course, Patriots drafted an 85 overall quarterback. This guy's a real player right now. I think he's committed to Texas Tech or Texas A&M, one of the two. And of course, they just, continue to dominate. AFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Grant Gunnell. Clearly, let's just check on the Dolphins. No one. Defensive Player of the Year, Darius Leonard. No Dolphins once again. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Grant Gunnell. Any Dolphins? Hey, Julius Calhoun at 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Owen Popo from the University of Georgia, now on the LA Chargers. No Dolphins. Just a bad year. We're just going to, men in black this, act like nothing ever happened, and we'll go into our third and final year. Hopefully we can at least not make me feel terrible about not taking over in year 1 and trying to win the Super Bowl when we had it in our hands. So looking at our final free agency period, we're going to go with a kicker that I believe got drafted by the Minnesota Vikings, Daniel Carlson. Nothing too spectacular, but here would be a big get. So, Devontae Parker did not want to re-sign. I'm not super tore up about it, but we're gonna look and try to land A.J. Brown out of Ole Miss. For those of you that are in the current college prep for drafting, he is probably gonna be one of the top wide receivers in next year's draft. So 87 quick would be an excellent get for our team. Welcome aboard. I can always guarantee he's going to come because the Jets, come on, it's the Jets. All right, so our final draft class, we hit on an absolute stud. First up, first round pick, 410. I was literally just trying to get best player available because none of these rookies are going to make an immediate impact, I don't think. So let's just make the Dolphins good for the remainder of this Ultimate Rebuild season. So we got Barry Beach of 80 superstar. Beautiful. Look at this, second round pick, 14, 82 overall wide receiver, just a normal dev. But Courtney Ely from Florida, obviously I was going to draft a Gator. I'm not going to lie. His stats weren't amazing. I thought he'd probably be like a 74, 75, maybe a quick dev. Happy with that. Man, that's one of the highest wide receivers I've ever drafted. And then we just, got good offensive linemen for the most part. We're going to ignore that pick. And a 78 fullback. So, 280s. It's always good to end up a draft for a video with 280 pluses as we get ready for our third and final season in a Super Bowl or bust type. All right, final year time, baby. Feeling good. Finally, a decent boost for Tagovailoa. 86 overall. Foreman didn't develop at all. He's still sub 90. But look at that, man. Ely's going to be our starting slot. A.J. Brown, Cortland, Sutton, Gesicki. Everyone on the offensive line is all right. 91. Led by 91 Kent. Our tackles are a little worrisome. On the defensive side, however, Nick Bosa 92. Taven Bryan is regressing for whatever reason at a drastic rate. So let's actually make Flowers here the starter. It's an 80. Parsons 89. The secondary, Washington up to an 87. Still got Stephon Gilmore. Linebackers are looking decent. Fitzpatrick is up to a 90. But in reality, we're only going to go as far as Tua Tagovailoa will take us. So, yeah, how about we make the playoffs again? None of this 8-8, 7-9 Jeff Fisher bullshit. Oh my fuck. All right, 7-9 playoffs, baby. Taking on the 11-5 Jags. 7-9. That might be the worst record I've seen for a team make the playoffs that I've been controlling. AFC East was a shit show. Look at how well we did on. Oh my God. Tagovailoa, 3,300 yards, 20 TDs, 16 picks. We ran the ball pretty well. 1,300 yards, 5 TDs for Foreman, 12 touchdowns from Sony Michel. Nothing to really talk about him receiving. Our second-round draft pick, Ely, 836 yards, 8 TDs. On the deep, do we have a great defense? Maybe. Devondre Campbell, 124 tackles, 4 picks. We got 12.5 sacks from Micah Parsons, 7.5 Nick Bosa, 6 from Martinez Flowers, who we promoted last second at D-tackle. 4 picks, Gilmore, 3 from Thompson, 3 from Dawson Grant. Who? Yearly Awards MVP went to Khalil Tate, who's just 98 overall, the greatest player in the history of life. Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC, Deshaun Watson got that award with a bunch of creative guys. Except no love for the Dolphins. No love. Courtney Ely coming in at number 3 for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nothing. We are just a piece of crap team, 7-9, that found a way to squeak into the playoffs. So we got the Jags. We're going to pop a Barrett. Hopefully, Tua Tagovailoa can tap into that Alabama National Championship game and catch fire and bring us to the Super Bowl. All right, let's do it. Come on. Third down alert. I'm only going to step in when need be because I want my team building to speak for itself. A 7-7 score here in the first quarter. Third down alert. We're in the red zone. Man, we are just... Okay, we'll step in right now because I feel like this is going to be the game. The first team that starts settling for field goals is going to lose. I don't want that to be me. We're using the retro Dolphin. I mean, I am a big fan of the Miami Dolphins jerseys. The retro ones. Harry Sonka definitely was feeling the same way. Oh my God, we're going to take off. We're going to take off! And Tagovailoa laid it on the line. Gets the first down. We'll let the computer punch it in. 14-7. But the Jags are pushing and they turn it over. Okay. Oh, look, see, we're going to start settling for field goals. That's why I feel like we might need to start punching it in once we get in the red zone. See, look, multiple third downs. We're actually scoring. The 7-9, we're going to pull a New York Giants and be like, how did this garbage team make the playoffs? And we're going to make a run out of it. And I just jinxed it because we're playing like absolute dog trash down the stretch. Third down. Can we make it stop? Make it stop! Oh, perfect. Give me 58 seconds to come in and make some damn magic. Make some miracles. 3 turnovers to 2 for the Jags. Nothing more fun than having to throw the ball against the Jags secondary. I'm definitely looking forward to this. We'll hit our tight end who's wide open. Gesicki makes the diving catch. We'll go no huddle. Tagovailoa, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks on the day. Pretty ugly stat line, but we got what we needed there on the first play. Let's go. Hike. Underthrow it right there to Ely, second round pick. Stupid tackle animations. Hope that got cleaned up for the new Madden. I don't know if they're going to keep biting on that. I want to see if I can get something across the... Now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're going to get a sack on me. Oh, my God. The top of the screen. Nope, doesn't beat his man. Right there. You're in the open, Ely. Hold the ball. You gotta hold the ball there. Come on, dude. That's a touchdown. Let's send this to OT where we'll probably lose. Come on. You gotta catch that. Second and 10 from the 21. We're gonna keep just trying to cheese them here. That's about all we can do. Right there. That's a pick. Jalen Ramsey. Jump the route. Oh, that sucks. Whatever. We're 7-9. We didn't deserve to make the playoffs anyway. Should I just... From now on, I think if I ever make it as far as we did year one, like the championship, I just need to take it over. And we got to take it when we have it. All right, we'll pop out and find out who's going to be the next team on the Ultimate Rebuilds. All right, so finding out who we're going to do in the next episode. It actually looks like... Well, the Bears went 115, but we've already done the Bears, so... The New England Patriots sitting there at 3-13 with... I know they have like a 90 overall quarterback that's in his second year. That's going to be... Let's see, what's he saying? It's Tanner McKee, I think. Let's look. Let's set up. Let's preview what we're going to be dealing with. Grant Gunnell. Okay, terrible season. But he's a 91. He's 26 superstar. That's going to be the next episode. Coming out in a couple days' time. So, thank you for watching another episode of the Ultimate Rebuilds. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you guys are digging this series. And make sure you tune back in for the next episode where we will be taking the New England Patriots and trying... This is gonna sound a little bit crazy. Trying to win the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots.